Hey, I recognize this dead guy. It's the axe murderer. If only life could be like that. So today I want to talk about Anomalous Subsurface Environment 2 and 3, the second and third levels of this mega dungeon, by Patrick Wetmore, published by Henchmen Abuse. And like the first level, this is for Labyrinth Lord. But you can use it with Advanced Dungeons & Dragons with little to no modification. Okay, so we start with some tables, more tables. This one is, what crime were you wanted for? Stole jeweled altar service from the Grand Temple. Professors of the Academy of Elevated Thought, like Dr. Mark Xenius, Professor of Genetics. He specializes in size-increasing gene splicing, particularly in aggressive vermin such as shrews, ants, tarantulas, and locusts. All the proper precautions have been taken, of course. More henchmen for hire, like Nunki the Dwarf, male, makes awkward and inappropriate comments about amputation. What does that mushroom do? Tastes like fermented vomit, but otherwise edible. And we get to some new classes. As I said, this is for Labyrinth Lord, where race is class. Dwarf, elf, halfling, those are all classes. You can use this with Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, but the assumption is this is for D&D, basic D&D, or Labyrinth Lord. So the new classes are all races, or mostly races. So our first one is the Insect Man of the Lanthanide Wastes. And then there's, let's go back to the picture so you can see them. The Insect Men of the Lanthanide Wastes, the Scientists, the Mokhtar, and the Robots. So the Mokhtars, the Robots. Now the robots, as they advance in level, they can add things to them. First it's stuff like drills and hovering, and later it's plasma cannons. And the scientists really ought to be called the cyborg class, because a lot of the things they can do themselves are cybernetic enhancements, but some of them are like repair robot. There's some more wizards, like Cranius, the psychokinetic lord, the toy maker, Tyrannus Horus, Umbra, Master of Shadows. There's some NPC adventuring parties. Expedition 17B, Blackjacks, Thirsty Herman's Crew, the Red Salvage Company, the Green Fists, and the Four Eyes. Then we get to level 2, Anomalous Subsurface Circus. Okay, so I'm going to explain what's going on here, but this is a spoiler warning. If you don't want to know, if you don't want to be spoiled, now is the time to stop this. Okay, those of you who didn't want to be spoiled have cut off, so I'll explain. What's going on this level is when the Mega Dungeon was cut off from the upsurface world, there was this one group who decided to hide the end of the world from their families. So they pretended to have gone to the circus, with them playing the parts of all the circus performers, including the clowns. And over time, they became a tribe of insane clowns, a tribe of jokers. So that's what's going on this level, is you got this tribe of jokers. They're the main faction here. Wandering monsters summoned by the gong. Blade zombies, painted men, grey ooze. Who's in the cell? Morlock? Drunken painted man? Okay, here's the map. And it's quite a big level. It's 2 pages, not 1. It's really hard to see the details if you don't buy the PDF. So a lot of this is just text with no pictures. So I'm not going to spoil it too bad. I'm just going to skip past it. things clowns keep in the kitchen. A maggot-infested bowl of runny cheese. Things clowns keep in the bedroom. A carton of slightly moldy cigarettes. So, go on. And there's a character called Fat Grundle who's sharing a flaming beverage with an elf here. There's Dr. Giggles, who actually, it can be quite beneficial to put yourself on a surgical table, but it also might kill you. Oh, here's a nice little poop monster. There's some caverns. Okay, so level 2 is flooded to some extent and inhabited by the deep ones amongst others. So here's the map. Again, you need the PDF if you want to see it. It's flooded to some extent. Some of it's like knee deep and some of it's deeper. There's stuff in here. The laser trap. Lair of the face exchangers. The tomb with the Bone Lord. Sterilization chamber. The broken platter. Worm food. The damp feast. Bane of the Hinge Head. Skip past it. And there's the deep tower. This tower goes through many levels, goes down far deeper than this or the preceding module cover. So, since those are not levels 4, 5, and 6 have not come out yet, so if your players go down there, they'll have to come up with something to be there because it's not been published. Let's skip past pages. Okay. So, we have some new cleric spells, Phantom Ally, and some new magic user and elf spells like Cheese Slap, Gaze of Intestinal Distress, Gore Guardian, Horns of Tesla, Sewer Servant, and my favorite, Wall of Kung Fu. Isn't that a cool spell? And then there's super science like Dust of Robotic Paralysis, Extra Dimensional Egg, Galvanic Sword, Headset of the Subterranean Communication, Proximity Sensing Taunt Recorder, Robe of Climate Control, Submersible Flashlight, Ultrasonic Trap Finder, Wrist Replicator, and then there's some magic items like Beard of Bees. Isn't that a cool magic item? And Chromatic Orb, Crypt Crown, Fungal Staff, Ghost Revolver, Harlequin Effigy, Helm of the Skull, Mariachi Marionette, Metal Axe, Necklace of Decapitation, Potion of Mind Swapping, Ring of Coincidence, Stone of Radiation, Sword of Unlife. And we get to some of the monsters like the aerial jellyfish. And there's various automatons. And the corpse curtain. What is that? The dark smoker. And the eye jelly. The Fiji mermaid. The medical mistake. The necromantic midget. I recognize that from Phantasm. The stone lurker. There's a toilet monster. And a void bat. A void worm. There's another worm. And there are some handouts for the players, which you need the PDF so you can print them out. Unless you want to rip these pages out of your book. So, that is the second and third levels of Anomalous Subsurface Environment. It's curtains for you.